And speaking of courage and vision, Joy Ebaide is a young woman who is pushing limits in her own way. Now, the first woman to bike solo from East to West Africa, Joy is also an Afrobeat singer from Ubiaja in Isan East local government area of Edo State. She started her journey in Mombasa and traveled through Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Zambia, as well as other countries. She completed that journey in Nigeria after covering 11,000 kilometers of road in 3 months. She encountered visa restrictions, bad roads, and animal attacks on the way, but was not deterred. Joy is preparing to embark on a second trip from Lagos to the North African country of Morocco. And she's right here in our studio. Joy Ebaide, indeed,
Hello.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Network Africa.
Thank
Great
you
to
so
have
much.
You.
Thank you.
All right, so let's get into the thick of it. You were here some 3 months ago with us. What have you been up to since then?
Okay, since the last time I came here, 3 months ago, I've been preparing for this trip. So the first trip I did, Kenya to Nigeria, I had about a year to prepare, so that was okay. That was easy-ish.
A year?
About a year. I'd already had the plan. I'd conceived the plan a year ago, and I'd already started the mental preparation before starting the physical preparations. But for this one, it's different. It's different because I got back to Nigeria on the 30th of June this year. July had me resting because I'd just done a formidable trip. August had me going from one place to another, courtesy visits and stuff, traveling. Then I literally had September to fully prepare. So I'm not expecting this to be 100 smooth because even the one I prepared for a year wasn't so smooth. But that's what I've been up to, and I am looking forward to starting the trip.
So when do you plan to start this trip, to Morocco?
I'm actually supposed to start very early tomorrow.
Oh, very early tomorrow?
Yes, I'm leaving by 6 a.m.
So you have supporters, I'm sure, Joy, and how does that make you feel, embarking on this next chapter?
I feel good. I feel great. I'm scared. I'm scared. I can't lie about that because I feel like there's this voice I can't shut in my head. And it's so persistent. It's telling me, what if you were only lucky the first time? But I know I am a very careful person. I'm a very responsible person. That's what I have confidence in. So yeah, I am looking forward to it, and I am ready to embark on it, not knowing what would happen, but I'm ready.
Of course, in your first trip, you did encounter some challenges, as we did understand, and perhaps different conditions. How are you going to be prepared for some of these new challenges that might come up?
Okay,
psychologically, emotionally, perhaps even spiritually.
Yeah, financially.
Financially.
Yeah. Okay, so the first trip, Kenya to Nigeria, my main challenge wasn't even the snake attack. It was getting visa, because I had to get visa independently for every country. Unlike in Europe, where you get one visa for all, here in Africa, we are craving a borderless Africa, but we are still with borders. So thankfully, for this trip, I don't have visa challenges. I think I only need visa in Morocco and Mauritania, but the Mauritanian visa is not supposed to be so hard because they're out of the ECOWAS now. So that's what I have foreseen and I've already overcome. But other things like road challenges, health, mental, I guess I'll have to experience this to know. But the good thing is I know the kind of spirit I have. I know it doesn't matter what challenge comes. I've been through so many things in life that I know that I'll overcome anything. So anything that comes, any challenge, road, anything, I'll be okay.
Now, looking at some of the pictures there, of course, the recordings, and I just wonder, how do you get to have these amazing recordings of yourself as you move along? Okay,
so I do have a camera 360. For Instagram, I mostly use my camera 360. For YouTube, I use my GoPro and 360, and I have a drone. I have a whole kit. Actually, what I pack on my bike, most of them are my equipment. I pack like 2 tops and 1 trouser. They are mostly my equipment. So yeah, I have enough equipment to document my trip.
Interesting. And from what I'm seeing there, getting stopped and perhaps you have to make you have to get through some checkpoints and what have you. But of course, it really looks an interesting experience. I wonder what people, when you pass by with all the recordings and everything, what do you, what do they say? What do they?
I look gangster. Look at me now. Don't I look all that? I look all that, especially in the body I'm in, my gender, I mean. It fascinates people. People are like, what is wrong with you? How did you come up with this idea? So I've gotten favor from everybody, like literally. I had one bad experience and I traveled for 3.5 months. So if I say I have just one bad experience, that was a great trip. So yeah, people favored me everywhere. People loved the idea. People loved everything. I had a great time with people.
So what did you really learn from that first trip that you embarked on in Kenya that might perhaps prepare you for this trip to Morocco? Because I know going to Morocco, the terrain, it's a very challenging one indeed.
Yeah, it will be totally different from what I've experienced. The West African roads. I already plied that route before, back in 2018, bus, going through West Africa. So I have an idea of what it's like. I am prepared, but I don't think I'm very prepared.
Well, why do you say that?
Because I say that because even the things I was prepared for, like most of my plans for the previous trip, I didn't go with them because everything changed. So my plans came from locals in places. So I know I'm planning for it, but I can't be fully prepared because the road is what will bring to me what it wants to bring to me, right? That's the most I can do, just to be as prepared as I can and then see what comes, see what I can overcome. But what I've learned, the first thing I've learned is, of everything that happened to me, I've learned my slogan now: impossible is nothing. It is something I've always heard, but now it is true for me. Impossible is nothing. The visas I was declined. Oh, come on. Impossible is nothing. Anything you haven't achieved is because there is no deadline or you have not set your mind to it. In this earth we are, everything is possible.
Everything is possible indeed, and I like that sense of optimism from you. Now, today is the International Day of the Girl Child, Joy. What would you like to say to girls, who are perhaps watching you and hoping to make a difference in the world, just like you?
Okay, so what I would say to girls is that we are the overlooked gender, which is generally known. We are the ones that are not considered people who can do formidable and extraordinary things. And then when we do formidable and extraordinary things, people tie it to, oh, but you are a woman. How are you doing this? You are a woman. It doesn't matter what body you come in, the kind of person you are. If you have the will to do something, you can absolutely achieve it. Just put your mind to it and do it. Don't wait for anybody. The truth is, you are the only one who can save yourself. It doesn't matter who you have, who you think you have. If your dream is big, you are the only one who can truly achieve it. You can have a support system, but if you don't have the will to truly achieve it, if you are too scared to achieve it, you would go nowhere. So fear is nothing. Just go for it.
I like that. Interesting. Now, who are the other bikers moving with you to this trip? I mean, for this trip into Morocco? Or are you just going?
I'm going alone.
Just you alone?
I will meet bikers. Because the biking community is a love-filled community. Even if you want to be on your own, you will meet bikers. Yes, I'll meet bikers on the way, say connect. Like when I get to Abuja, I'll meet Abuja bikers. When I get to Kano, I would. But commuting to those places would be solo. It would be a solo trip where I'll meet people.
Okay.
To be better put, yes.
And for other logistic support and what have you, there's other people you're sure to get a
information, stuff like that. I have many overlanders who are my friend. So I'm traveling solo, but it's not 100% solo because I get information from literally everybody. The small child on the streets, if I could talk to animals, I would ask them for information.
I will certainly wish you well. We'll definitely be following you and interested to see your updates. So thanks so much for coming on the show, Joy Ebaide.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you so much.